Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We have just had a new War of the Worlds gameplay video drop. This is the one by FlipSwitch Games. I have not watched it. It is currently still in its premiere. So it's literally just come out and I was just sitting here and I thought, you know what, let's do my usual routine and I shall watch it and give you my reactions and I shall analyse the footage at the end. So, let's jump straight in, shall we? Currently it's still set to 1080p. I'm afraid, so it's going to look a little bit rough. Standard tripod rising animation. Looked quite smooth this time, actually. We've got the soundtrack now. The lighting seemed to change quite a bit going in and out of buildings. Yeah, you don't want to be standing out in the open. Oh, careful! Oh, there we go. A little bit of dynamic destruction there. Look at that! It's still a little bit basic, but it looks very good. I'm liking that. It's finally we get to see some of this dynamic destruction. Yeah, first iteration of building destruction. I do love the music that he's added in. It just works. Oh, that is so cool, isn't it? I love that. I know it's only basic, but just being able to see buildings be ripped apart now is just... Oh. Yeah, this is one of the things that I've been seeing a lot in the live streams, is just improvements to the lighting. It's one of the biggest changes, as well as the dynamic destruction. So I'm not sure what else we're going to get to see. You can now see dust falling from ceilings and hear things shaking and breaking. Oh, that was one of the things that was... I remember seeing that as a suggestion a while back. Like having stuff breaking and falling off of shelves and stuff. Ooh, we got snow now. Or is this ash? I imagine this is ash, right? I did just catch a glimpse of the live chat. Obviously, the live chat's a lot further ahead in the premiere. Now I see a load of people going, no way! So, we'll see what that is later on. Yeah, the interiors of buildings definitely do look a lot better, and there's a noticeable change in the lighting. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. Yeah, I see the torch is a lot more usable now. Oh, it is snow weather. Okay. I thought it might have just been ash. But interesting that they've added snow. So you can have like almost like different times of the year, I guess, that the invasion takes place in, which is kind of cool. Volumetric firelights. Yep, that definitely could see that. Very impressive stuff. I do love the way the torches look now. The torch just looks so much better. Visibility is just not good, is it? Like, you can't see much. I love that, though. Like, you just see the little flashes. And it just illuminates it briefly. It's still very blurry. Okay, so we're seeing the rising animation again. So what's changed? Is it just showing off? See, that looks so eerie at night. Flashing sky effect. I can see that. It's just... It looks like a horror game. It genuinely looks like a horror game now. I love the blues and the greens. The game's going to be a lot more terrifying at night now. Oh, is this the plane crash? I think this might be the plane crash. Yep. By the looks of it, it's still like a set piece. It crashes and it'll always crash in the same way. Which is fine, to be honest, because there's so many pieces that... Having it fall randomly and it's just gonna be so much work for such a small detail. Maybe it's something he'll work on later, but I think for now, like it's still a good visual spectacle. See now, this must be like the text-to-speech AI. I like how she changes from like I don't care what you've been through, get out, to like. Being nice all of a sudden. I didn't hear what that was. That's obviously some military orders or something over a tannoy. Just the atmosphere now, especially with the new lighting, the snow, everything. It just really cinematic. And I thought previous updates were a cinematic overhaul. This is next level. Oh. Oh, so they're following now. The NPCs can follow you around. That's cool. You could just leave them as bait out in the open. They'd be like, I'll stay here. Like, just leave them out in the street so they can distract a tripod. See, my brain's already going straight for the evil thoughts. You can hear the stuff falling. Oh, she's talking. Oh no, they're dead. Oh! That's a very compromising position that they're laying in. I wonder what we're going to see next. Oh, here we go. Got a couple of NPC followers. I do wonder what, like, the limits are of that at the minute. Like, what you can get the NPCs to do. That looks a lot smoother. Looks a lot smoother than it used to. Is it just me, or does it kind of sounds like the audio's improved a little bit as well? Like the distant booms of explosions. See, I was under the impression that visibility at night had been improved, but maybe it's just because we're stuck to 1080p that it looks kind of gross, but I'm assuming that it looks better. Oh, they're in formation. Whoa, Jesus, what the hell was that? What the heck? What's happening? Oh. Just added distant nuke random event. What? Okay. That's insane. So what, is there going to be like radiation as well to deal with? Because I mean nukes travel far. That's wow. Footage submitted by closed tester. Oh, here we go. Oh, that looks sick. It's good to see that there's some closed tester footage making its way in now. Volumetric tripod spotlights now interact with the environment. Oh, look at that. Oh.
We shouldn't be so loud. Those machines can be closer than you think.
Did I say that? Is that one of my lines? Hold up. Hold up. I'm sure I had my voice line somewhere.
Hey, we shouldn't be so loud. Those machines can be closer than you think.
They did! They did! He took my line. I know it's something simple, but took my line and replaced me with a machine. How dare you, Raph? How dare you? Been booted out by a goddamn AI. What, 3 days ago? Yes, there we go. We've got higher quality now. Let's stick it on 4K. See, oh, there you go. Look, that looks so much better. It just was the fact that it was low res that it just looked rough. Yeah, look, that looks way better. Apologies if it looked very grainy and horrible for a while there, but we're back now. Yeah, oh, that looks so much better. That looks way better. Improved rain, storm, weather, and added splashes and puddles on the terrain. Nice. Again, remember this is Unity. This is a Unity engine. It's not a bad engine at all. Yeah, when you have a good skill set, you can really make Unity look good. I mean, look at that. That's so good. Like, I remember years ago, like, when we were going through the survival game, like, craze, where just survival games were being pumped out constantly. Those Unity games looked crap. And it just shows... I mean, yeah, Unity's come a long way as well, but, you know, so has the abilities of developers and stuff, and Raph's a perfectionist, so it wants to make it look good and run good, and I think he's done that here. I mean, I know his FPS has dropped down a little bit, but he's getting, like, you know, over 70. Even at night. Nighttime, is always going to be worse for your performance because there's a lot more lighting effects and shadows and stuff like that. So it's going to be more performance heavy. And even then, he's still getting good frame rate. It's dropped down to a little bit lower there, but I think he's running... I mean, he's obviously running 4K. Probably max settings as well. So to be able to get that kind of frame rate is very impressive. That looks so good. That looks amazing. Look at that. Oh, it looks so much better in 4K. I need to get a 4K monitor. I mean, I'm technically watching this in just like a really sharp 2K, but oh. Oh, there's no way. There's no way he was going to survive that. So as you can actually see in the bottom right, let's see, heat rays, live scorch marks on the ground. Yes, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that looks nice. But you can see on the bottom right, you've got show upgrades. You can essentially get points, as you can see on the top right, by killing humans and doing stuff. And you can upgrade and get better equipment. You can unlock better tripods. That's the sort of thing that you'll be able to do. So when you start off, you won't be able to have all your equipment. You won't be able to use the tentacle straight away. You'll just have heat rays. So I like that because there's progression. And if you are playing multiplayer, that does give like human players a chance. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's going to be addicting. Oh, look at that destruction. Do you get points for destroying buildings? I feel like you should get a little bit for destroying buildings. Or maybe not, because then instead of like... If you have human tripod players, they'll just destroy buildings instead of people. But damn, that looks so good. Oh. That's mad. You just leveled that entire village in like 10 seconds. All gone. Now there is nowhere in that area to hide. So like you can't even go into buildings to hide anymore because they could just be flattened. That's insane. You're going to have to be so smart in order to survive now. Okay, look, here we go. Upgrades. He's just bought tentacles and cages. There we go. Blood spray. This will spread the red weed. Oh yeah. And obviously you get points for that as well. And you can see the humans in cages numbers going down. And obviously the spraying the blood will reduce your health if you're a human on the ground. So it's a good way of flushing people out of hard to reach places. I'd love to know how far away we are from an early access build. And it still says pre-alpha, but maybe he'll release it in its alpha state. I mean, this game has got a huge amount of attention. Oh, a pod's just come down. It looks like that pod's actually struggling. You can see the birds, I think, landing on the hood now. Oh, that one's done. Question is, I'd tell you what would be great is if you see it bring buildings down with it. Like that one crashed into, like, head first into a building. If it took the building down with it, that would be cool. Like, last little bit of dynamic destruction. Because it would smash through a building when it comes down. Maybe that's the next iteration. Who knows? Oh, its light's struggling. Oh, and it just died. It just died on its own. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. It's very impressive. I like that you see all the military coming back out. Yeah, so this is their custom one that's not copyrighted, basically. And that looks really good. To be honest, I'd argue that looks even more cooler than the movie one. Not gonna lie. Oh. I can't wait to see this, like, actually in-game. Just, I feel like we should... I'm pretty sure we're going to get an option. Close testing available on our Patreon. Is that everything? It's everything by the looks of it. Well, I mean, I don't think I need to actually go back through and rewatch a lot of that because I kind of touched on everything. That was very consumable amount. It was a long video, but overall, very nice quality. Be interesting to go back and actually check out the first little bit because we didn't get to watch that in good quality. We only got to watch that in 1080p. But overall, not too many changes. Like, so the lighting looks better, graphics look better, there's lots more details and effects. Dynamic destruction looks really good. Yeah, overall, like, increased performance. That's another really big one there. It just, everything looks so much more polished. Obviously, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, apparently. The dynamic destruction is in its first iteration, though I must say it does look really good. I think that is in a... Everything just looks so good now. Everything, it sits right. Everything looks right. It looks like a very high quality game now. And just makes me think, how long do we have to wait for it to come out? It is painful. It is so painful. I want this. We need this. Some people, I mean, I've been following this for like a year and a half nearly, and there's people that have been following it for longer. And I'm just saying, it's looking like a more and more of a finished product. I get that there's more features like multiplayer that need to be added. I get that's going to take some time, but that isn't going to be in the early access release. So we don't need to wait for multiplayer for the early access. That's going to come afterwards. But yeah, overall, very, very, very impressive as usual. If there's anything that you would like to say to share your thoughts on the new update, make sure you leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions, I can then forward them on to Raf directly and maybe do a little Q&A answering your questions in another video down the road. So feel free to leave any questions in the comments, any feedback in general on this video or the game. Or for the channel. Obviously, everything's always appreciated. So yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. If you could give this video a like, that would be awesome. If you could subscribe if you haven't already, that would be fantastic. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.